And this is why I would love concrete. Oh, God. She's not happy. There we go. Okay, so I've already gotten the other door panel off, as you can see over there. Oh, here, let me bring you in a little bit closer over there. And time to get this one. Again, this is our problem door. And we close it, no key in it, doesn't open up. And then we put the key in, if I can get it right. It's been working for me first try. See if I can hold you here again. Maybe in my pocket this time. Okay. Alrighty, just like that. Turn the key. First try. So, with that, I'm going to take the door panel off. Shouldn't be too hard, at least I don't think it should be. This probably needs a couple things removed off of this, or maybe off the back of it. And then this whole door panel should have one screw here, maybe. The other door did. Yeah, one screw there. And then that bolt there. There's a little screw back in that hole. I don't know if you can see that. Probably not. There's a screw back in there. And then it's just the spring clips. I'll show you those here in just a second. But let me get the store broken down and let's see what we got behind the panel. Alright, so the door panel is off. I took this vent out. Unfortunately, I broke a little clippy off of it. I'll try to fix that or jerry rig it up. The air flap in it, or the air dampener on it, is kind of messed up too. So maybe some new ones of those if I can find them for cheap. But here is our issue, I think, is the locking solenoid in there. There's really, best place I can kind of show it is right here. There's this bar right here in front of us. I should be seeing that move more than what it is. So it's in the lock position, which I kind of figured. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to disconnect that. Hopefully. If I can disconnect it, then we should be able to open and close this door super easy and still lock it with the key lock. So that's what I'm going to do, and I will be right back with you seeing what kind of results we can get out of disconnecting all of this stuff. I got this disconnected, or I got the electronic locking mechanism, or the electric lock mechanism, disconnected from right in here. So it looks like it's stuck in the lock position. Doesn't move at all with me trying to push or give it any force. Now granted, it might like a little bit of electrical help from the door lock mechanism, but to be honest with you, I might delete it. I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of the electronic locks on this because it seems like they're causing more issues than helping anything. Now, would it be nice? Oh yeah, it would be nice, but let's go ahead and close this. I did put the door handle back on because I do plan on driving this here in a second. Maybe, I don't know. But, oh yeah, look at that. That is nice. So just close it. Okay, lock and unlock. See, that is unlocked. That's locked. Just how I thought it should be. Okay, unlock. There we go. And nice. I'm thinking maybe delete the electric locks. I don't know, what do you guys think? Do you guys think I try to work on it or... No, I do want to make the electric windows work. That would be awesome to have. Now, to be honest with you, the electronic door locks aren't super important to me. I'll just give my fiance or wife, depending on when she wants to ride in this RamCharger, I'll just give her a key she can hold on to and she can unlock her side. Or I can be a gentleman and open it for her. That might be what I have to do. Alrighty, so one last thing. I really want to get this vehicle, or this RamCharger, not just any vehicle, a RamCharger. I want to get this RamCharger on the road. It's getting a little bit later. I got my lights on. We just finished up the door. So both doors do open and close. Man, it's all muddy and gravelly. But both doors do open and close. I did disconnect the electronic locks off of both doors. So there's that. And this door, it's being a pain. I might need to take out the, what is it, the 7 shims somewhere in here. Oh, there's only 2. Okay, my bad. The 2 shims in there. Maybe readjust the pin. But if I just kind of like throw it closed, if I give it a little bit of force, it stays nice and closed. Open up, perfect. No issues there. So, the other day, and I should have checked this a while ago, but the other day I came over here and I was like, oh, hey, look, there's the transmission dipstick. Let me grab my stool over here since I'm short. Put my dirty feet on. Okay. I love the mud. So I pulled the dipstick out. And I was like, oh, hey, there's, oh, what is this? There wasn't any transmission fluid on there before. I'm a little confused. So the other day there was no transmission fluid on here. And I had opened up the, or not opened up, but I had pulled off the lower radiator line for the transmission cooler. There was nothing that came out of it. So let's jump down there real quick and see what we can find out while playing in the mud. Alrighty, so this is the transmission line I was talking about that I had just pulled off to see if there was any transmission fluid in the bottom of the radiator. And let's see. Let's see. Is there anything? Please don't spray all over the place. It shouldn't be under pressure, but it was bone dry. Okay. So there's a little, oh, and it's all over. Okay. So there's something in there. Let me go get a pan or something and we'll see what we can find out. But there was not nearly enough in there. I mean, it should be pouring out, I would think. Alrighty, so this is going to be our little catch that we're going to use for right now. There was there's some yellow in the bottom of it from a clay bar that I was using just to test out a couple things, like how clean this glass can get and how smooth. But it's nice and clean. Can you see me in that reflection? Yes, you can. So I'll probably clay bar all the windows, get them nice and clean looking. You might think I'm crazy, but hey, it works. Gets everything off the surface of the glass. So let's get under here. Just like that. Let's see. Ooh. I hear burnouts. But let's see what we can find out, or what we can get out of this thing. How can I hold this? There we go. That looks pretty. Okay. So this is what we're looking at right now. Now this should be below the transmission, and I should have a lot more than that, I would think. There's nothing coming out of the bottom of the radiator. So this might be our issue, our biggest issue, and I'm not looking forward to it. put this back here. And then let's go ahead and take a look at this fluid. Well, I don't know. Let's get out from underneath here and take a look at it. I do not see any metal flake in there, so that must just be some crud in the transmission. That's still not definitive. We could still have transmission issues, but since I'm not seeing enough transmission fluid come out of there, I'm gonna put some more in. This stuff is actually kind of expensive, so I hate just dumping ATF plus 4 into it, because that's what it calls for. But I bought 2 of these jugs, 2 1-gallon jugs, and I guess let's try it. But with there not being enough fluid in there, there might be other issues, as in a leaky transmission, a blown transmission, or knock on plastic. Nothing else wrong with it. So let me go ahead and put some more transmission fluid in it. We'll start it up, see what we can find out, and maybe take her on a ride. Alrighty, so my idea for right now is I poured a cup of our nice ATF plus 4. Man, that is nice and red. Perfect. The old stuff, it's still in there. I'm gonna regret doing this. I'm only gonna put 1 of these gallons in there, and we'll see. We'll see if she runs and drives. We'll put some more gas in our gas tank. We'll be working on the gas tank that's in the RamCharger here in a little bit, but I'd love to see if this thing will shift through some gears and get going. Test and check the brakes. There we go. And see where we're at. Hopefully we're not needing a transmission, because I can guarantee you I do not have the money for that currently. So, and I would like to continue to work on this project, and hiccups aren't something I want. Yeah, and I don't have a replacement transmission here on the property, because that Dodge's transmission's dead. The transmission that was in that Dodge is gone. It's in another Intrepid down at my grandfather's. We have this Dodge with the transmission, hopefully good. So let's go ahead and test it. Let's try and keep up a positive vibe going. So I'm going to put a little bit of this in there. I'm going to hook everything up, give it a start, see what we can do. A test down at the bottom, see if we're getting any fluid out of that bottom line that we tested. And I'm only going to put 1 in because $25 is as much as I gambled at a casino once and I lost it all. So might do it again on a RamCharger, you know. It's a good gamble. Before we start this engine up, see where our oil level is at. It might have settled a little bit while we haven't been messing with it. It should be fun. A little high, but you know, I think it's just because it all settled out of the heads. Oh, can I do it? And the answer to that lottery number is 7. All right. Oh, always have issues bending stuff, putting it back in. Wait a second. So let me go ahead and take the funnel out of the transmission dipstick tube. I was informed, my girlfriend's or fiance's brother went underneath here the other night, told me I have a leak coming out the back of the valve cover. So that's another project in the making. We'll do some valve cover gaskets. Hopefully that'll fix our leaking oil issue, but we have plenty in there, so I think we're golden, just like the oil, maybe. It was a little dark. But let's go ahead and hook up the battery and see what she'll do. Hopefully the levels will even out. Again, test while warm on transmission fluid. So since there was nothing coming out the bottom, I filled it up at the top, and here we are. Okay, let's see if we can figure anything out. All right, and as one Canadian YouTuber put it, well, first let me put the key in. Contact. Starts up right up every time. Man, she's a good girl. Actually, let me keep that open. Okay. Let's let her warm up a little bit. I'll give her maybe 2-3 minutes. I don't know if you can hear me, but the RamCharger's running. I'm pulling out the dipstick for the transmission. It's in neutral. And nothing. All right, so we're not overfilling it. That's a plus. Let me go get the funnel and fill it up some more. Got the window cleaned off, and I already got mud on my brand new cleaned carpets. Brand new to me. All right, let's try this again. Okay, door works. Yep, window cleaned. Check keys. Fire extinguisher. Check. Check. Lights. Check. Rocket ship. Here. Oh, not yet. Brake. Brake. Put it in neutral. Oh, which one? The gear. That's neutral. Doesn't roll in gear. Seems like I have good brake. Okay. Drive. Okay, she's in drive. She's moving. Brakes. I can't see anything at all. Okay. 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 She's driving. She's driving. Yes. Yes, she is driving. I have... She's driving, boys. We're not over there anymore. We're over here. Woo! Now, is it driving great? I don't know. I'm fighting the steering wheel. I don't think we have power steering. Oh, and she might be stuck. Let me put her in neutral real quick. Let me figure out how to get her in 4, because I have no cab lights in here. All right, says I have 4-wheel drive engaged. Okay. Okay. Alrighty, I had to put you guys down for a second because of all the rain. You guys can't see anything, can you? I mean, just a second. There we go. Alright, so back over that way in front of the barn. That's where we usually work on stuff. We got her over here, but because of all the rain, she lost traction because these tires are old and bald. I had to put you guys down. I got scared. I heard like a sound and I thought it was on fire. All right, we still have plenty of fuel. That's good. Everything looks good here. Coolant in the reservoir, awesome. Okay. So that sizzling sound wasn't bad. It was the speaker system in this thing, and it gave me a heart attack. That's why we bring fire extinguishers, boys. All right, let's see if we can, she's in 4x4. See if we can get her going. I'll turn the lights back on and see if we can get her back around the back of the barn. And it looks like we're all kind of squishy back here. So we'll see. Here we go, I guess. Okay, so I'm gonna leave the door partially open. 4x4 is engaged. You can kind of see it there. Okay. Okay. Everything looked good. Oil pressure coming up. Empty fuel, coolant, great. All right. Neutral. Drive. She's not happy. Okay. Well, I might be stuck here for the night. Alrighty, well, I tried. She's kind of backfiring, so instead of pushing her, I am going to let her sit for the evening and let her figure out what she's been doing wrong. So you're not getting covered up until you figure out what you've done. Bad. But she is throwing some dirt, so that's good, kind of. But let me go ahead and we'll switch over to tomorrow where we're pushing this thing back underneath the carport, because obviously she is not ready to go anywhere. All right, so let's go ahead and bring the tractor over here, see if we can go ahead and move it back underneath the carport. No rain today, so that's a plus. I wonder if we can get lucky and not have to put anything in between the RamCharger and the tractor, but let's go ahead and see. Yeah, that should be fine. This should butt right up against that. Yeah, I'll go ahead and hold it. And just tell me when I get close.
Come on, close. There you go. Yep, stop.
Alright, let's go ahead and kick in. I think we're in 4x4. I might have to lock the diff, I don't know. Put it in neutral once you start it. Ready? All right. Here we go. There we go. Okay. Slow and steady. I'm changing gears. All right, here we go. There we go. All right, we got it back underneath the carport. We're good to go. Ah, that brake must be locked up. Go ahead, keep it in drive. Keep it in drive and just put foot on the brake. Go ahead and put it in neutral then. It's spinning one wheel and not the other, so I think the other wheel's locked up. So, hey, at least we found out. Keep it neutral. I'll push you and just start aiming for the carport. Okay, here we go, a little push. So we got the RamCharger back underneath the carport. That was super easy. It was just pushing it over here with the tractor, which was really nice. But I think we have a couple issues, and I'm actually kind of surprised that I didn't check the stuff before. What I did wasn't really the brightest or smartest. So definitely, first thing you want to check is brakes. At the beginning of starting to drive it out from underneath the carport, I pushed on the brakes, it stopped, so I thought we were perfectly fine. I was able to go around our tornado shelter hill and back around behind the barn before it stopped. But I don't believe the brakes were working properly, which is something I should have checked. Now, the emergency brake is working. I can say that that is true. But these front wheels here, both sides aren't moving at all. Well, let me say, when I put it up on a jack, that one right there, and I try putting the transfer case and the transmission in neutral, these will not spin at all. Now, they were moving while I was driving the RamCharger and while we were pushing the RamCharger with the tractor, so that would lead me to believe that they are not locked up, but they are kind of frozen unless there's enough torque behind them, I guess, or enough power behind them to move. Now, the other thing I noticed driving up into the carport is that we do have some transmission fluid leaking down under here. I don't know if you can see the wetness on that little creeper down there. I don't know if I can get it all, but it is leaking some transmission fluid from around the transmission pan, so there goes $25 at least. We only put 1 gallon in, so I have another one. There's still a lot more to do, and I don't think I'll be driving it again until I can get these figured out. Whether it's a transmission issue, whether it's the front wheels being locked up, or maybe a transfer case or differential issue. The previous owner did let me know. Actually, it was right before we were loading it up onto the trailer to take it home after paying him, that his family member had mentioned before they parked it that he said that they felt that the transmission was slipping. I don't know how true that is. I can't say that. Oops, sorry about that. I can't say that that is what's happening, but I'm not looking forward to that at all, actually. Oh man, it's super bright. You can see my phone there. Hey, how's it going? Ooh. But yeah. Been working on the interior though, so been moving along with part of this project, but I'm gonna have to take the front wheels off and check everything under there. Maybe pop open the front and rear differentials, check the fluid on the transfer case, and then maybe from there we can try it again after we get the brakes all sorted out. But yeah, definitely not the safest thing I've done. I don't recommend doing what I did. Definitely check everything. Hit all your bases. I was a little more excited than I wanted to be because I did want to get this thing running and driving for you guys. And I feel like I failed myself, as kind of failed some of you guys that are, you know, your everyday mechanics, the guys who are licensed to do this kind of stuff. So I'm glad that I have plenty of room to test this on property, gravel road. That is our driveway. So I'm thankful for that. But for those of you who don't, just be careful, be safe, test everything that you can, and definitely double check all your bases. So I would like to say again, out of safety, don't do what I did, because, I mean, looking back at it, it really wasn't safe. I should have checked all my bases. Now, I will also say that at least we did get the RamCharger driving, so that's a plus. We may have to look into the transmission, the front suspension, and drivetrain related stuff up there. Something just doesn't seem right with even the braking system up in the front. I did check the rear as well, and I don't think it has brakes either. So a lot needs to be done before this is actually street ready, or roadworthy, or whatever you want to call it, able to drive on the public roads. So we do have a lot more work ahead of us. Some videos might be interesting, some may not be. I'll definitely say the last video wasn't that great. I hope this one was a little more entertaining. But with all of that said, I hope y'all liked the video. Don't forget to comment and subscribe. And as always, thank you for watching.